So where I really want to get to today is right here. And this is where how it operates, how the priesthood operates. But first, I'm going to take you through a quick overview of the story. And as you can see, we have the first contract right here. I'm going to call them contracts, and you'll understand why when we get down the path a little bit. But I'm going to call the first time that Israel was at the base of Mount Sinai, that was a contract. They were making a contract. Okay, so covenant, it was a covenant, absolutely. But so much of the time we get covenant kind of confused with other covenants in the scripture. So I like to refer to it as contract, because there's two contracts that are Melchizedek. So first we have the Melchizedek contract right here. Then they have the contract breach with the golden calf incident. Then they get more imposed law, the Levitical, which is not covenant. It's extra imposed law. But you have the prophecy of the new covenant, new contract coming. Then you have Yeshua fulfilling the whole thing and the change in priesthood. And then the second Melchizedek contract comes with the work of Yeshua. So I'm going to kind of take you through here. First, though, we are going to look at the scriptural witnesses for a change. So you're going to have all these slides you can look at. And you know what? It took me 3 or 4 days to do this. And I know that it needs more work. Absolutely. I've got things to add to it, to take away. I want to make it more, how do I say? I'm a very graphic-oriented person. So I want to take this, and what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to make it so that I can give you the link to this, and then you can teach from it. Okay, so you're going to actually have access to this when I'm completely done with it, and you can tap through it, and you can teach people. So you'll be able to walk people through this. I think it's a teaching tool that I want to give you. All right, let's go forward. We're going to look at the clause that gives us the right to actually look at or how to divide this. We're going to look at the until clause. And the until clause. This is a legal clause in the Torah revealed in the Brit Hadashah, which is the New Covenant. So it's a clause in the Torah revealed in the New Testament that prophesies of and sanctions a future change that the work of Messiah would enact. Okay? So Yeshua's sacrifice enacted this change, or what his work accomplished. The until clause. So of course we need 2 witnesses, and to be able to call something true. Deuteronomy 19:15 and 2 Corinthians 13:1 tell us we need 2 witnesses. So and I actually found 4 just right off the bat. I kind of think there's more, but the 2 witnesses, we'll have 4 here. Genesis 49:10 says, "The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come. And unto him shall the obedience of the people be." Now this is the golden part. Until Shiloh come. Shiloh is a reference to the Messiah. It is found only one time in the entire scriptures, and it is its proper name, and it means he whose it is, or that which belonged to him. So until Shiloh comes, so it all belongs to Yeshua. But right now it's going to be here until Yeshua comes, until Shiloh comes, until the Messiah comes. So this is Torah, people. Genesis 49:10 is Torah. And do you see the change that is provided for? A change that is prophesied in Torah that is going to come. Until means this is how we're going to do it until this happens, and then we're going to do it this way. So here is the golden clause, the Genesis 49:10 in Torah, until Shiloh comes. So we got to figure out, what happened when Shiloh came. That is the big question. What happened? Okay, Ezekiel 21:27. It will not be restored until he comes to whom it rightfully belongs. To him, I, Yehovah, will give it. He's talking about what he's going to give to his son. And I believe in context, there's talking about Jerusalem and some other things. But the idea is, who does it belong to? This belongs to Yeshua, and Yehovah is going to give it to him. But it will not be restored until he comes, which he came the first time, right? There's a lot of things that aren't going to happen, aren't going to be given to him until he comes again, right? He's not going to get to like take Hasatan out, or he's not going to get to do a lot of things he wants to do yet until he comes again. So things are the way they are right now until he comes, and then they're going to be different. All right, Acts 3:21, until the times of restitution of all things, as he promised long ago through his holy prophets. For Moses said, Yehovah, your Elohim, will raise up for you a prophet like me, which is talking about Yeshua, from among your own people. You must listen to everything he tells you. Anyone who does not listen to him will be completely cut off from his people. Wow. I love the teaching on new wineskins or old wineskins that Yeshua did. There's so much that he taught that we just plainly don't understand and don't pay attention to, but hopefully we'll get better and better at doing that. All right, Hebrews 9:9-10 says, this is an illustration for the present time, indicating that the gifts and sacrifices being offered were not able to clear the conscience of the worshiper. They are only a matter of food and drink and various ceremonial washings, external regulations applying until the time of the new order. Okay, do you see that? He's talking about the Levitical priesthood was going to be there for a time until the new order. So this is something Matthew Nolan brought out last week. Okay, he said that what is happening in the Messianic Hebrew roots crowd is they cannot understand Hebrews. It doesn't fit within their theology because it is a religion. So it doesn't fit within their theology of one book, period. So they're beginning to talk about the fact they want to take Hebrews out of the canon. Well, Hebrews, you'd have to take Galatians out, and you have to keep going. I mean, like Nolan said, what is it going to end up taking Yeshua out of, the scriptures? Because you can't quite put them where you want them, get into your own theology. So Hebrews, Shaul is testifying there's going to be a time of a new order. Okay, so change to is not a change of, all right? So it is not, this is what Dr. David Perry says, and back to Melchizedek Future, page 94, he says, it is not a change of Torah to enact the change in Torah. All right, change has, in fact, always been right there in the pages of Torah. The truth of the matter is that to refuse the change that has always been there in Torah as prophecy is to diminish aught from Torah. All right, so you remember how he says, no jot nor tittle will be removed until, heaven and earth are removed, that sort of thing. So we're diminishing those jots and tittles if we're not looking at the jots and tittles. And the jot and tittle in Genesis 49, 49:10 says there's going to be there's an until clause.